up, y'all? It's your girl Niecy Foxx, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for joining us. But if you're returning, hey. Okay, so this is going to be a vulnerable video because you know what? I feel like when it comes down to money and finances, a lot of us like to stunt. We like to act like everything is okay when really we don't have our shit together. And low-key, it's okay not to have your shit together as long as you find a way to get your shit together. So I'm gonna talk about money and finances and my own personal journey. Granted, I am not at all a money and finance person. I have no credentials in this. I'm only talking about things that I have learned from friends, from the internet, that have helped me in my financial journey. So if you're interested, make sure you should tune in. But before we get to the meat of this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and smash that like button, and make sure that you comment on my video. If you've never commented on any video before, make sure you comment on this one. I appreciate you. Thank you. Also, major shout out to my homegirl Amaya, who is really like part of the driving force that helped me get my stuff together. She gave me a lot of these terms, a lot of these tips and tricks. So I appreciate you, homegirl. Thank you. Okay, y'all. So one day I was chilling, minding my own business, trying to figure out if I should get the car that I had at the time fixed or if I should trade it in and get a new vehicle. So I said, let me check my credit score to see what that looks like. Y'all, in November, mind you. In November, when I checked my credit score, this is like November 6th or so of 2019, my credit score was at a 560. Y'all, I am a spontaneous spender. So if I see it and I want it, I'm gonna get it. I don't care if I don't have the money for it, if it's not in the budget, what is the budget. If I want it, I'm gonna get it. That's what I was doing, putting a lot of things on credit. I was overdrafting my account a lot. Like, I had zero discipline, man. Like, it was so crazy. And thus I had a credit score of 560, which was really sad. And so from that point, I was like, this is really embarrassing. Like, I don't even want to show it to myself, let alone anybody else. So I have to figure out a way to get my credit score up and to stop overdrafting in my accounts. Now, I am a firm believer that God will only give you what you can handle, right? That's how it goes. He only gives us what we can handle. However, when you are proving that you can't handle the little bit that he is giving you, he will not give you more. So for me, the checks I was getting, I wasn't doing well with managing my money. So why would he bless me with more money, right? That's how life happens. So I was like, you know what? Something has got to stop. I had the biggest thing that was becoming a factor for me that I noticed that was lowering my credit score was my credit card debt. I had, on one credit card, I had a balance of $5,000. Mind you, the credit card only had a limit of $47,000. Another card I had maxed out $500. Another card I had maxed out $500. Another card I had is a $1,000 credit card, and I had a balance of $700. So I was just spending money, right, that I didn't have for things that didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like clothes, random things from Walmart, like computers. It was just stuff that I didn't even need. I can't even, and this is the issue. I can't even tell you the things that I purchased on these cards, which is how I know they're frivolous items. Although one of the items was actually this couch that I'm sitting on right now. And I had told myself I'd pay off this couch within 4 months. Didn't happen. So I was looking at credit card debt and I was like, okay, what am I going to do to get all of my debt down? Now, the biggest issue for me was disciplining myself. So I know I needed more money because at the time, the money that I had was not going to get me the results that I wanted. So that's how massage envy came across, right? Me getting the part-time job. I told myself when I got that job, every single check that I got from that job will go strictly to my credit card debt. okay? My theme, and I told y'all this in the video before, one of my themes for 2020 was the big D, okay? Discipline. I had to learn how to discipline myself accordingly. No problem. So I got the job at Massage Envy, and like I said, I did what I said I was going to do. So every check was like anywhere between $450 to like $560, give or take. So every check I got, I put on a credit card bills. Now, this is what I learned. It's called snowballing your debt, right? So snowballing your debt is when you use all of your resources, or most of your resources, to pay down the smallest debt possible. And then when you're done paying that off, whatever money that you would have spent paying that debt, you then put to your next largest debt. Once you are done paying that off, whatever money you would have spent for that debt and the debt before, you then put towards this next debt. So that's what I did, right? The easiest thing for me to pay off at the time was my Torrid credit card, right? So I spent all my resources on paying off that Torrid credit card, and then once that was paid off, the $50 that I was paying towards that, I then added to the amount of money I was going to be paying for my Walmart credit card. Got that paid off, and then whatever money I was gonna add, whatever money I had for my Walmart card and from what I was gonna use for my Torrid card, I put towards my Capital One card. And thus in December, January, February, March, April, in about 5 months, I paid off 3 of my credit cards, right? Wonderful. Oh my God, it was such a hit. So that hiked my credit score up quite a bit, paying off those 3 cards. For my card with the largest amount of debt, that card went from a balance of $5,000 to now it's at a balance of $2,100, and that card is set to be paid off by September. Because so what I do for that card, every 2 weeks when I get paid, I put $150 on the card. I don't have to, my minimum balance is $75, but I just wanted to get it over with. I want to just go ahead, pay off the debt, and not have any credit card debt. So, each month alone for that card of its own, I pay $300 for that. And then I take the other $300 that I would have paid to my other credit cards and also put it on that. So I'm still paying about $600 a month for that Barclay card, which again, we paid off for December. Okay, so cool. That was the first thing I did, well, the first thing I did was got a part-time job. The second thing I did was snowballing my debt payoffs, which was really helpful. The third thing that I did, I had a collection on my account that was really owed. Don't know why it was on there. Should have been moved a long time ago. So I disputed it. Won my dispute because it should have been on my account. So I got that collection off of my credit report, which also hiked up my score. So as you can see from the title of this video, I raised my credit score by 112 points. From literally November 2019 to what's today, May 4th, 2020, your girl's been doing her thing, okay? So our credit score is now at a 672. Maybe it's not the greatest to you, but baby, okay, if you know where I've been, that's amazing. And I'm actually really proud of myself. I want to keep paying off that. I have a loan that will be paid off by September as well. So that'll be done. And then from there, by December of this year, I'll have 2 things of debt. A loan that I took out for something last year, and then my car loan. Everything else will be paid off. Okay, so here's the plan, right? I had a habit of like building up all of this credit card debt and then finding a way to pay them all off and then using the cards again and then getting into more debt. That's not the plan for this go around at all. What I don't want to do is not use the credit cards, right? And because I've really been learning how to discipline myself, what my plan is, and I know this is going to work, I know it is, every now and then, like maybe every 4 or 5 months, if I see something that I want, I'm going to buy it with my credit card, but then I'm going to pay it off as soon as it charges and it hits my account. I'm gonna pay it off with money that's in my account. Which means if I don't have the money to pay for it in cash, the sister ain't getting it. Okay, the reason that I'm doing this is to still show the credit lenders that I am being responsible with my credit, and it's not just sitting open, not letting anything happen to it. I still want to show that, like, yes, I have credit, but the balances are low. Low to like none. I pay off my balances in full every time I get a chance, which is also going to help boost my credit score and would also help boost yours. So that is the plan. Okay, so another thing that I've done to help keep myself balanced, and again, shout out to my girl Amaya because this has been so helpful. The money that I have split into funds, right? So I use Digit. If anyone doesn't know what Digit is this app that will very randomly just pull money from your bank account without you even knowing it, and it puts it aside to whatever separate account that you have within Digit. So it's not like a different bank, it's just like its own thing. You can withdraw the money whenever you want to, but it's really up to you as to how you want to keep it, right? So you may look up one day and be like, dang, I haven't checked my account in a while, and you may have like $500 in that account because you haven't touched it. So on Digit, you can make funds. So I have different funds that I use for savings purposes, I guess you can say, and budgeting purposes. So I have my rainy day fund, right? So if I need something of importance, it's a little bit too expensive, I can pull from that. I rarely ever pull from my rainy day fund. That is strictly for a rainy day. Then I have my fun fund, right? So if I wanna go to like a wine tasting, I can do that. If I wanna go to the movies, I can do that. If I wanna go to some event and like buy a drink, go to a bar, I can do that because my money is coming from my fun fund. If the fun fund don't have no money in it, guess who's not going anywhere? Me. My third fund that I have is my travel fund. So my travel fund is like if I need help buying a ticket for something, I can pull the money from there. If I am out at like a different city, I can use that money for food or whatever I want to, because that money is legitimately set aside just for when I travel. Nothing else but travel, okay? Then my fourth fund is the dreaded car registration fund. So every now and then, money will go into that account so that when October comes, and I have to register my car, I'll just take that money, all that money out of there. And I think my registration will probably be around like $300 maybe, or two something. I don't really know, but it's pretty pricey, a lot more than Illinois was, but whatever. So that money goes to that. So I use all of my funds. The funny thing is, now that I've become disciplined, when I want to do something extra, I'll look at my funds like, okay, I want to go do this, or I want to like buy this fun thing like my camera, and I'll look at my fun fund and I'll have the money to do it, but then I'll be like, okay, but do you really want to take the money out of your fun fund, or should you just wait and just not get it? It's like the more you see the money build and build and build, the less that you actually want to use it, which I think is perfect, right? Because that was the whole goal of becoming more disciplined, being more financially secure. And at this point, the only where I can go is up. I mean, technically I could go down, but I don't want to go down. I'm not going to go down. I'm not going to speak that on myself. What am I doing? The only way to go is up from here, okay? One day, I'm gonna have like a 730 credit score. And that, again, may sound low to you, but I want it, okay? I haven't done that great of a job. So to go from one day 560 to, okay, now we're at 720, that's a big freaking deal. A BFD. So one of these days, it'll happen, and I'm really excited about it. Okay, y'all, so that actually concludes this video. I hope you have found maybe some inspiration or some insight if you are also struggling with some debt management issues. It happens to the best of us, right? So don't think that you're in a silo, and also stop acting like you got it all together when you probably don't. It's okay. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.